This is the second part for the criteria language inside Multiverse Designer. In this second part, we will learn how to create inventory. The first thing we have to do is to create a new section here called weapons. This is what we call a multiple section. A multiple section, instead of having one set of features, has several set of features. So we will start with weapon name, which is text. And just for simplicity, we will just add attack bonus, damage bonus. Okay? 3 fields, very simple, nothing fancy. Okay, just for you to understand the idea. Now, one very important thing is this field called is description. Every multiple section needs a field, at least one field with this checked. You have here a weapons now, and we will add a weapon. Very simple. Hammer +2. We'll get there. Okay. This hammer +2 appeared here because this field is marked as description. Okay. Spare bastard sword. Well, I am sure you are now asking, okay, I can add weapons, but where are the weapon damage? Where are the stats of the weapons? Where are the other things? It's slashing, bludgeoning. It's where it is. How can we add a weapon here, but also have a list of weapons that we can add to the game? Of course, we are talking about tables. Now, shall we import an weapons table? Okay. Now that we created our weapons definition table, it's time to use this on our multiple section in the character sheet. So we'll create a new field and call it weapon. You already know how to do this. It's just, we will just choose table and weapons def. I will put this at 90 order and the weapon name as 80 order in order to create this. Okay, now we have a name here, and you can call it now better name and hammer the one. I don't like light hammer. I want a war hammer. Ah, okay. And I have a spare. Okay, of destiny. Imagine that I have a spare here, and a bastard sword, which I call compassion. So I can always use compassion with my enemies. Sword, bastard. Now I can't stress how good is to use this kind of workflow, because okay, you have a little more trouble adding things here, but after that, if you want to add a new weapon to your game, you just add a line here and everything will work. Okay, and you can do that with spells, with classes, with races, with weapons, with armor, with everything. In fact, since we're talking about armor, why not put armor here, a shield here? So now we have a shield and armor and weapons. Now we'll create other inventories quickly. I will not make a name for armor. I just use the table. But if you want, you can create a specific name for that armor also. But I will not do this. Okay, it's just an armor and a bonus. Offensive bonus +2 +1, something like this. And it is multiple, and we have already a description here. Okay. And now shields. So it's multiple, and we have shield here. Table, shield, description, and also a bonus for integer. I think we are done here. Now I have armor, chainmail, normal chainmail, and breastplate +2. Okay, breastplate. No, it's not very beautiful, but okay, I left that for you if you want to put a name here on your armor. The shields. Shield the buckler. And the shield, the tower shield. 3. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. I think I found a bug. How can I do that? You see, that's perfect. There is a bug here. But I don't know what I did to mess the name there. When I change it here, it changes there. So it's working. Perhaps if I... No, it's working also. But there's some kind of key combination here that messes with the name there. If you find, oh, when you report a bug to me, I need to know exactly what's happening. I will look into this code, but I really don't know. If I can't reproduce the bug, it's difficult to solve it. Now that we have inventory, we need slots. What weapon is I'm using right now? What armor I am wearing? And so on. And I like to call that slots, but you can call it whatever you want. Okay, I will put slots here as a section. This is not a multiple section. And we have here, for instance, armor. Now, the slot uses a special kind of field called section slot. And you choose a section and say, okay, this is point to the armor section. Okay. And I have a slot called right hand, right weapon. And this will use the weapon slot. And I have a left hand. And this uses also a section slot. And the last one will be the shield. I choose here slots. Well, of course, in the future, I will create new slots for helmets, clothes, and rings, and so on. Okay? But the idea is you choose one of this here and one of this here. And of course, we will use compassion. This solution is a compromise. You see, I would love to have here right hand and not right weapon. I can't do this because the slot have to point to only one section. And I cannot have weapons and shields here, for instance. Okay. But I think this will work. Okay. And let's try this first. If this is becoming annoying, then we will try to find another solution, perhaps together. I am open to suggestions. But the point is, this is only the beginning. We are talking about the character sheet here. We still need to put rules and other things, actions. Think about it. In the DD 3.5 that I'm trying to implement here, the game has 1,000, more than 1,000 magical items and 800 spells, and each character or class has several sub role that can have to be used here and there, and that's the worst thing that we have to solve. So one step at a time, people, one step at a time.